Most forms are static. Everyone gets the same question, the same flow, the same experience. Now, this usually means one of two things. Either your form is too short, meaning you don't collect enough information, or it's too long, and people end up answering questions that don't actually apply to them. Or worse, they drop off. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a smarter form, one that can adapt based on someone's answers, show different paths, calculate outcomes in real time, and even automate what happens after the form is submitted. Hey there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, where we help businesses automate and streamline their operations using industry-leading tools, apps, and integrations. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a smarter form using the form builder by Zite, known as Fillout. Along the way, I'm going to teach you how you can use conditional logic to personalize the form experience, create dynamic paths based on submitters' answers, calculate outcomes inside the form, automate actions after the submission. And we're going to connect this with a tool like Airtable so you can build an automated and smarter intake workflow. The goal here isn't just building a better looking form. It's to build a form that is smarter and works for you and your team. And by the end of this video, you'll have a setup that feels more interactive for the submitter, but more importantly, much more efficient behind the scenes. So let's not waste any time and jump in and start building it. But firstly, before we actually dive into the build, we need to share with you the reason why we love the team at Zite and Fillout at Automation Helpers, and that's because of the generosity and the freemium plan, which is unmatched. Here we can see that you're able to make unlimited forms for free, but it doesn't just stop there because the features and functionality is also included. We're talking multi-page forms, answer piping, scheduling, PDF generation, payments, the whole lot. Free forever. $0 a month, and you can't beat that. Okay, so here we are in the form editor itself, or the form builder. Now, the first thing you need to do is actually build out the structure of your form. That's before you can add those nice layers, automations, calculations, personalization, all of it. So to do that, you need to add core fields. And for our example, we're going to add core fields that would need to be answered no matter the path someone would take. Things like name, company name, email, phone number, and we're going to use a request type. This will define the workflow or the path that our submitter goes through. Things like quote, booking a call, or just a simple inquiry. And the great thing about Fillout/Zite is the ease of building. The form editor is so intuitive that you can get a form experience up and running in no time, and one that not only looks good and beautiful on the front end, but is super functional on the back end. So here we can see your fields on the left here. There are plenty of options, so you can go through those. I'll leave in the link of this video, the field options, resources on that, but it's just a drag and drop experience. Then you'll notice on the right-hand side panel, you have the configuration of that field. So this is a great visual experience, but we're not here to look at that. So we're going to add core fields to this form, things that will be needed for every request type. That's our video example. So let's do that. Okay, so now that we've got the foundation of the form in place, let's make this thing actually feel smart and work for you. At the moment, everyone filling out the form still seems the exact same questions, but what we really want is the form itself to adapt depending on when someone selects the request type field. So example would be if someone selects quote request, we might want to ask them their budget, their timeline, their project scope. But if someone selects book a call, we probably don't need all of that information up front. And if someone is submitting a simple inquiry, well, we really just need a message and that's it. Now, inside Fillout, we can actually set which particular fields or pages appear depending on a submitter's responses, on what they choose as an answer. Now, rather than creating each of those pages on camera, I've gone ahead and done it. We've got quote request, booking request, and general inquiry. Now it's time to set up the adaptive logic. We can decide on which path our submitter takes depending on their response to the request type. So we'll select logic in the bottom right. And here we can see we've got much of a linear process. Each and every submitter is going from the initial page through all of our requests, and we don't want that. Let's just move out here slightly. What we're going to do is actually create our own branches. So each individual submitter will only see 3 pages in total. The initial page, the request type page, and this ending page here. So let's jump in. We'll add branches for each. And there we can see we're then able to set our conditions. Each of those will, of course, go to the ending page. And this is so easy because we actually have a visual mapping of our form experience. We're just going to select that too and add a branch down here. There we go. Okay, now we can set the conditions themselves. So we actually want it to go to the booking request if the actual submitter selects for the request type, the booking request. And then we would set that up for general. And by default, it's going to go to quote request. So instead of overwhelming people with irrelevant questions, you create a smarter form that actually adapts to their responses. And this is usually the point where a form starts feeling less like a static questionnaire and more like an interactive workflow. But we can also add visibility on a field level. If we select the configuration of a field, we'll see that we have that same logic here, which we can decide when it is visible to the submitter. Now that the form can adapt to what someone selects, let's take a look at calculations, because we can actually have the form itself interact with the responses and generate different values. We can automatically calculate an estimated project total in real time and share it with our submitter. And this is where the form starts becoming much more interactive, because we're not only having the submitter answer questions, we're actually giving it a response ourselves, or the form is. So let me show you how to set that up. Again, going to be working from the logic panel in the bottom right. And once I open this up, I can create a new calculation and build a formula using the submitter's responses or static values as well. So for this example, we're just going to use the fields of the service selected and the turnaround time. Then we can output a text, a number, a duration value. So this gets really handy for scheduling and booking calendars. All we need to do is add our calculation. We'll set the starting value and use logic to generate values dynamically as someone fills out the form. So here we're seeing that the form isn't just collecting responses, it's actually responding to your submitters. Then we can use the value generated from the calculation, the quote value I have finished off here, and use it in our form pages so that while completing the quote page, the submitter itself will see that price update. But we're not just limited to showing the value in the form itself. We can also use calculations to trigger logic, personalize messaging, and route users down different paths. A lot can be done with this powerful form builder. Now, we quickly looked at the calculation value in the form, actually showing them that value, but we're yet to discuss personalizing this experience. Now, this goes beyond logic and automations because we can reference answers throughout the form itself. So instead of showing generic text, we're actually creating a personal experience. We're pulling in their responses. Something like, hey, Alex, let's get a few more details about your project. Or on the final page, we could say, thanks, Alex, your request has been submitted successfully. And little touches like this make the experience feel much more interactive and human, building a better relationship with your submitter from the get-go. But now let's take it one step further and connect everything into Airtable. So we're building an actual intake workflow. But before we connect this to Airtable, you need to take a look at what automations and integrations are available directly inside Fillout. So inside the integrations area, we can set up things like sending emails, Slack messages, redirecting users, connecting it to our other tools, and even using AI in our workflows that are automated to help summarize and generate responses. So if someone explains their project in a paragraph, what they're looking for, we could use AI in an automation to summarize that, the request, categorize it, or help create a cleaner picture of what they need. We could also use it to prepare responses that we could then send via email. And connecting your form to a work management tool like Airtable is incredibly straightforward as well. So instead of submissions just sitting inside your form builder in the results page, well, you have them automatically sent into a structured system the moment someone clicks submit. Now, before we finish up, I want to quickly touch on the design side of things as well, because this is another big lift from the platform. It's so easy to make the form feel much more aligned with your business, your brand, your website, instead of just looking like a completely separate tool. And when you combine good design with conditional logic, automations, calculations, and personalization, well, you've got more than a form, you've got an experience. And the whole experience starts feeling much more polished and intentional for the person filling it out. So even though the workflow behind the scenes is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, the front end experience still feels clean, simple, and easy to navigate. Oh, and sharing your form is easy. Up here in the share section, Fillout gives you a few different ways to publish the form depending on your workflow. You can share it directly as a link itself. You can embed it in your website as a pop-up, or even have it inside client portals and internal workflows. Now, if you and your team are ready for smarter workflows, smarter forms, I've left a link in the description of this video where you can get a free 30-minute consultation from our experts and where you can get started with Fillout/Zeit for free.